Hey guys, welcome again, and today I'm going to show you how you would be able to create a real-time fingerprint recognition system using support vector machine. In my previous video, what I have shown you that how you would be able to build a fingerprint recognition system, not real time but offline or for research purpose, uh, using neural network. This time I'm going to implement support vector machine as a classification, and thereafter I'll show you how you would be able to build it for real time using some subject images. And the data set I'm considering here, let me open the folder first and then I'll move forward. So guys, I have already explained you most of the things in my previous video, but I'm going to give you an overview in a very quick manner. I'm using this dataset. The dataset name is FVC202. Okay, you can find the dataset in the internet. Uh, Thereafter, for feature extraction, I have used Minicia extraction process. Okay, and this part of the code I have explained you in my neural network session. So the code execution is time taking, so I'm not going to run this code again and again. But I'm giving let me give you an overview that I am going to access each folder containing various number of images. Like here I have 10 subject, each subject containing 8 number of images. So I'll read I'll access each directory. Thereafter from each directory I read each image. Okay, after reading images I put it into the cell, and the cell name is IM. After running this program, okay, I will obtain all the folder images sequentially and will be put in a cell, image cell. Thereafter, corresponding this part I have explained you in neural network tutorial. That's how we build the target vector, but this is not important for this video. But it is important because I'm going to use support vector machine, so I am not going to use encoded target vector like we use in neural network. I need to make a build the target vector sequentially, and like first target vector I put it 0, for the second I use 1, for third I use 2, for fourth I use 3, and so on. So for 10th I am having target vector 9. After running this code, the features that look like this, containing 89 number of features, okay, the Minicia point and all, and the target vector will look like this, containing label of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guys, I had already run this code, but for your simplicity I am going to execute the first part of the code where I am giving the target of first subject. Then I'll show you my stored feature, and we'll move forward from there. So I'm going to run this part. It run like this, and that's it. So I'm having 8 images in each cell. Okay, image is my cell containing 8 images. This is my target vector. I put 0 for subject 1. Now it's time to read, time to extract the feature. For feature extraction, this part of the code I have explained in my first video of fingerprint recognition. I'm using the same feature extraction process. Let me give you a quick overview. In feature extraction process, I just mapping the coordinates of images. Thereafter I use enhancement. For enhancement I have used fuzzy enhancement method. Then I locate the Minicia point after processing the skeleton images using morphological operator here. Okay, and then I find the orientation of Minicia point, and I just obtain a Minicia vector using feature extraction. Thereafter, what I did here, in support for classification, I need unidirectional one line array. So I just remap each extracted feature in one-dimensional array here. After remapping, I obtain some number of features. For the normalization purpose, I only taken 79 dominant feature from the extracted image, from the fingerprint image. So I run this part and will show you how it is look like. So minutia extracting done, and this original image, these are the minutia point. Okay, now all my feature is extracted from subject 1. As I can we can see here, there are 168 feature from I have obtained from subject 1 eighth number of images, but we do not receive this much number of features every time. So what I did, I normalized the feature and only taken the 79 dominating feature from a single image. After completing this part, it's time to move main part of the video. So I'm clearing this thing and I am going to load my already stored feature. These are my feature set containing 80 images, 8 images per subject, and each image containing 79 features. This is my target vector 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So guys, prior to move toward the real-time implementation, I will show you what is the limitation of existing support vector machine we are having right now in MATLAB. As we have 10 subjects, so this part will falls under real-time. This part will falls under multi-class classification of system of support vector machine, and MATLAB do not support multi-class classification for support vector machine directly. So let's see what happens when I try to do it, and then we will move how we can build our multi-class classification systems, so support vector machine, and make a real-time application of fingerprint recognition. So I put all features into data and target vector named as label. So thereafter, this SVM train, this is my favorite function, so I use most of the time. You can use fitc SVM also. Kernel is RBF. So my data, my label, and then I get obtain positively I should obtain the SVM structure, which is a pre-trained structure of my features data set. The only problem I'm going to face here, that this do not support multiple class classification, and we have 10 classes here. So when I try to run this, try to execute this code, I'll be getting an error. Yeah, you can see here the support vector machine classification into 2 groups containing 10 groups. So this is the problem of existing support vector machine. Okay, I hope you guys understand why most of the people won't be able to perform SVM classification for multi-class system. So now how we can do it is by making a template of support vector machine, initialize the kernel RBF here. Okay, this template will pass to the fitcoc function. This is a classification learner function which used for the learning purpose support vector machine, and whatever the kernel function I am going to initialize here, this is the background mathematics this classification system will use. This is my data, the input feature, and that's my target vector I'm using here, and I'll be getting a pre-trained model. Thereafter, this pre-trained model will be fed into the predicted function, and I'm going to use a test, which is the image I'm going to select for the classification. And if the class belongs to 0, then then this particular image belongs to subject 1. If class belongs to class A is output predicted label will be equal to 1, then class belongs to subject 2. There and so on. And if I'm getting an output label more than 9, then subject is unknown, and it will be rejected. Okay guys, so this is all about this code. Now I'm going to execute. I'll load my feature vector class, that label vector. Thereafter I'll choose one of the image from any subject. Then I extract the feature. For the feature extraction I'm going to use same function. Extracted feature will be fed into temp directory. Thereafter after temp variable in temp, from temp variable I'm going to use 79 most dominant feature for okay, and thereafter when I use and using 79 most dominant feature, I fed into the pre-trained model of MDL and using the predict function to the for the prediction of the classes from which it is belong from. So I'm going to use this for the first time, and then I'll choose another subject for you guys. So meanwhile the code is running, I would like to tell you that we are providing very data consultancy yeah, I'll obtain the output. This is fast, but prior to show you testing on some other subject, I would like you to introduce myself and our company. My name is Ajay. Our organization name is Research Infinite Solution. We provide various services in data consultancy, research work support, startup services, and one-to-one data science interaction, one-to-one training interaction. Our charges are reasonable, much more competitive than the rest of the environment. We have uploaded many videos as a proof of concept in data science deep learning. So guys, if you facing any difficulty, you are doing PhD, you are doing master's thesis, if you are trying to building some real-time proof of concept, then please don't forget to mail me and take a price quotation from us. You will be amazed at how much reasonable quotation we are providing and building a real-time system for you. Guys, don't forget, you have the idea, we have the code, a group of data scientists. So please, if you are if anything coming in your mind, just ping me. And now I'm going to execute this code again for another subject, and I'm using this let's say subject 8, any images, subject 6, and let's see whether I'm getting the subject 6 as an prediction or not. So subject 7, so yeah, subject 8, I have used subject 8 and 6 number of images. Let's check for another image, subject 9 and 6, no, 5th number, 9th subject and 5th number of image, and let's see how much accurate it is able to predict. Cool guys, this system is quite accurate, and with the help of FitCOC function, we would be able to design multi-class classification support vector machine using RBF kernel. So guys, if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and just share with your friends, because anybody who is facing problem in data consultancy and a project like these, pursuing PhD, they can contact us. Thank you guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll catch you guys some other time with some other research topic. Thank you very